Hey everybody, this is Desolator from the Orion server, and I'm going to show you how to do the Risia ice jump no matter what class you are and get a purple coin. Now a lot of the other videos I've seen on YouTube, they involve some sort of special class ability that nobody has, so nobody can replicate the results. Well, this is for any class type, any character type, any level. You will need most likely some sort of wizard friend though, at least I think level 10 or 11, just for the buffs. Speaking of buffs, you don't need to use the spell Shadow Walk to get up here like I did. It's just a little bit of a shortcut, but what you do need is a run speed modification. So you'll need haste or expeditious retreat, so have somebody cast it on you, use an item, use a potion, whatever. You'll also need jump abilities, so you need the level 1 spell jump. The plus 30 version would be nice. I think you might be able to get away with plus 20, probably not. You can also use a jump potion to get plus 30. I also cast Greater Heroism, totally optional, just gives me, I believe, a plus 4 skill check in all skills, and jump is a skill, so a little bit added height there, but you can do it without it. Now what most people don't realize about the ice jump is that your speed is calculated based on the distance that your feet touched the ice for. So what you want to do is go down the ramp at a diagonal by starting right here, aim for that final post approximately, and you'll end up on the far corner, and that will give you the greatest diagonal distance to build up the most speed. Now one buff that I didn't mention before is you need some form of feather fall. People will say you don't, and technically you don't, but if you want to fail 99 out of 100 times, go for it, otherwise use feather fall. So either cast it on yourself and let it cook off till about 25 seconds and then go down the jump, or get a ring of feather fall. If you have boots of feather fall, you can't use them because you have to have the ice skates on. Now I'm going to slow this clip down a lot so you can actually see what I'm doing, but since you have feather fall on, you can't just run down full speed and hold the forward button. You have to nudge forward just a little bit until you start falling, and then let yourself fall without touching any direction keys at all, because feather fall will make your feet leave the ramp and you'll lose speed. So right here I stopped pressing forward and I'm just sliding. And now when you get to the bottom of the ramp, you'll want to hit forward as soon as you're right here, because then you'll pick up a little bit of speed without leaving the ramp. And then hold jump, jump as close to the edge as you can, and we're flying. Now this is where feather fall is going to help, because if you only have 30 jump or 30-ish jump, you would have fallen a little bit short. So use it to steer and land nice and calmly without going off the edge, and then jump once when you're on the flat part to reset your speed or inertia or whatever. And right here is where you'll want to turn your feather fall off by either switching off a feather falling ring or letting the timer run out, and then flip the camera around like I just did, and get ready to run up the opposite side of the ramp. Since you can't actually run all the way up, you're going to have to pick up a little bit of speed and then use the jump key a whole bunch of times. Now it's hard to not go off the edge, but with practice it'll be really easy. So back up just a little bit, get a little reverse jump to get some speed, and then hold forward to run up the ramp and hit jump repeatedly, and you'll want to get at least that high, past the halfway point of that final segment of the ramp. And then when you flip the camera around very quickly, you should have enough inertia to go over the edge of the jump and easily land on the deck up here. Now I'm going to back up the clip a little bit to the previous jump and show you something else that occasionally happens. So here we go, I'm going to build up speed and jump up there, and it thinks I went off the edge, so it gave me light gravity, so I'm going way up. So just watch your shadow, make sure you land back on it, and flip the camera around in midair. You'll get even more jump. So by the way, anybody who responds to this video with another video of you landing on that upper deck, I'd love to see it, and if you play on Orion, I'll give you 100,000 gold. Now this right here is the hardest jump. One way to do it is to look straight down, watch your shadow, and land higher up than I just did. That's mistake number one. Now I'm holding forward, going up, and I jumped a little bit before the edge, a little bit too close. So we got coin number one, coin number two, and oh, that's too bad. So expect that to happen a lot if you just try that jump, slide, and jump without stopping. But I'll show you a different method that works a little bit better most of the time. So what you want to do is actually stop on that ramp. You want to overshoot the downward slope as much as possible so you don't have much speed, and then just stop on this flat part, just like the first ramp. So once you do that, you can just build up speed on your own, and if you got pretty good at that jumping, you can stop right near the top and you don't have to worry about landing it perfectly. So this is a lot easier. Now just whip the camera around and jump very close to the edge, and there you go. That's our purple coin that we've been waiting for. Now, I may look good at this because of some clever editing, but I probably only get the purple about 1 in 5 jumps. So don't get discouraged, and just give it a couple tries. It took me about 100 or 200 jumps just to get the purple the first time, but I figured out all these tricks like the diagonal and stopping on the ramps, and now I get them all the time. So happy jumping!